News. The manhunt continues in Illinois for 3 people involved in the shooting death of a police officer. People in Fox Lake, north of Chicago, are urged to stay inside while law enforcement comb the area. Lieutenant Charles Joseph Glenowitz was found dead after telling dispatchers he was chasing 3 men. Someone had taken his weapon. Now, Lieutenant Glenowitz is the 26th law enforcement officer shot to death in the U.S. this year alone. And for law enforcement officers, deadly situations are not always predictable. Far from it, in fact. News Channel 8's Josh Benson is joining us live from the Tampa Police Department this evening. And Josh, it's my understanding you've been looking into how officers deal with these kinds of situations.
Yeah, that is correct. Well, last week, a photographer and a reporter were shot to death doing exactly what we're doing right now. And as an industry, we tried to analyze a deadly threat in a normal situation. But imagine doing that every day. It's what law enforcement is faced with, and even they say it's not always easy moving on. Law enforcement officers choose to do what they do each day.
You get up every morning and strap on a Kevlar vest.
They don't choose to die on the job. The recent news of officers shot to death, a grim reminder of the dangers on duty.
It's just one of those things that you'll never get used to hearing.
Lieutenant Michael Stout of Tampa Police Department has been on the job 15 years. Several fellow Tampa officers have been murdered during his time on watch.
This is Arctic in Nebraska.
6 years ago, almost to the day, a date he'll never forget.
Corporal Mike Roberts stopped a guy right about here on this sidewalk for nothing more serious than a misdemeanor violation.
A struggle ensued. Corporal Roberts was knocked unconscious. The suspect was heavily armed.
He then knelt down and shot him to death. The fight was over. He could have fled, and he chose to murder.
Lieutenant Stout tries to instill danger preparation with younger officers. He knows how to unbundle the stress of the job and understands that not everyone will accept their role in society.
If you don't like your pizza delivery company, you use a different pizza delivery company. If you don't like the service you're getting in a Ford, you go to a Chevy. If you need a police department, only one responds to you. So over the way.
Well, just Friday, a Texas deputy was shot to death while at a gas station. Was it a dangerous situation? He was just pumping gas. Jen?
Yeah, one officer shot's too many, but you said 26. How does that rank when it comes to historical figures, Josh?
Well, there's been a rash of recent shootings, but according to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, that number is actually down 13% from this time last year. But talk to officers, they just want to see that number at 0.
Absolutely, that would be perfect. Thank you.
Josh Benson live outside Tampa Police headquarters.